Well, hello, good morning. As you can see, we are now halfway through this, so I'm just keeping an eye on my dog at the same time. So we're halfway through this. This is day number 4. The weight hasn't stopped. It stayed where it is for the 4th day. So like I said, all I'm going to do is just put my steps up. Okay, so what I've done is I'm no longer doing 10,000 steps a day. Okay, I've put my steps up now, so I'm now doing 15,000 steps a day. I was going to do 12, but I thought, no, let's just round it off to a nice 15, because it's easier that way. Okay, so how I'm doing this one is I'm walking 5,000 steps in the morning. Okay, so I've literally just had a bulletproof coffee. I'm now going to walk the 5,000 steps. After I've eaten my lunch, I'm going to do this route again. And I'm going to just basically walk another 5,000 steps after my lunch. And then again, I'm going to do it again after I've eaten my last meal for the night. I'm going to do another 5,000 steps on top of that. So that way I'm doing a nice easy 15,000 steps. Okay, it doesn't matter how you get your steps in. You can walk, you can jog, you can do some interval training with it. As long as you're moving, you'd be absolutely fine. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. So I'm going to take this dog for a walk, get the first 5,000 steps in. I'm then just going to go home, probably just have a quick espresso and everything. And then I've got to go and run my 10 a.m. class. Okay, which is day, what are we on, day 10 I believe. Yeah, day 10, so it's going to be all upper body circuits with box fit, kickboxing drills. It's about a 50-minute workout. But like I said, I've got the people dropping weight like there's no tomorrow. One of my clients on there she messaged me last night. She's lost 9.5 already. My auntie, I'm really, really impressed with. Last year she couldn't move and she was in a Zimmer frame and she had to use a scooter to get around. She couldn't stand up. I think she was like 25 stone. And she said to me, I wish I could work out like you. And she kept saying, I can't do it. And I'm like, you can do it. Okay, so all I did is I just literally wrote her out a program. It took me 2 days to design this program. Oh, it's up on YouTube anyway, if anyone wants to watch it. It's under my playlist. So yeah, I've done that. And then made her a program. A year later, she's 17 stone and her picture should be just up there. As you can see, she's lost a heck of a lot of weight. So yeah, I'm quite proud of her. Really, really proud of her. It just goes to show, if you really want to do it, you knuckle yourself down and you go and do it. So yeah, you're gonna have a couple of slip-ups along the way. Everyone does. I've slipped up a few times, but you know what? I don't mind. Okay, so this is day 15, so we are halfway through this thing now. Okay, so I'm heading into do this, go home, do the class, and I'll catch up with you guys after I've done the class. Okay, so fitness class is done. I'm now going to just go and grab myself something to eat. So, okay, so all I've got in there is a whole bag of lettuce. I've got 100 grams of mayonnaise. I've got 2 hard-boiled eggs in there. I've got 2 strips of bacon, and I've got a large avocado chucked in the back there. Okay, so this will fill me up now until about 5, 6, maybe 7 o'clock. That's when I'm going to have some more food as well. So yeah, like I said, I'm not dropping my calories, I'm just keeping it all the same. So if I want like snacks for the day, I'm just having like macadamia nuts, pecans and stuff like that, and I'm happy. So yeah, there you go, there's a meal. And that'll do me, because I just got to run into town and I've got 2 clients to do, but I'm going to get my steps in at the same time because I'm going to be walking over there. So basically I'll be walking there, and then what I'm going to do is while they're training, I'm going to try and keep moving as well, so I get my 5,000 steps in that way. So yeah, I'll catch you after I've done my clients. Okay, so I've eaten my food, so now I'm going to be doing another 5,000 steps. So what I'm now doing is I've got 2 clients now, which is literally back to back. So what I've done is I'm going to be walking around the long way. Nearly done 3,000 steps already, so happy days. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep myself moving the whole time they're training. So when they're going up and down, I'm going to go up and down with them for a couple of rounds. That way I'm going to definitely hit the 5,000. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go home and cook up my last meal, because I've got some snacks in the back here where I'm going to be in a bag. I've got macadamia nuts, I've got some pecans and stuff just to snack through if I get a little bit hungry. But yeah, apart from that, all good. So nearly done 10,000 steps already. Just got another 5,000 to do after my last meal tonight. So I'll see you guys after I've done these plans. Okay, so I've done everything I've got to do. Now I'm going to go and cook myself another meal. I've had 2 sets of snacks as well. I've had macadamia nuts and pecans as well. So I'm now going to cook up another meal. Look, when you're restricted to food and you're starving hungry and the cravings are getting really, really bad, someone puts a flipping pizza thing every time I'm cutting down for a competition or something. That is what happens. So here we go. There's my next meal. So I've got the salmon, I've got the radishes, just fried them up. They come out like little roast potatoes, and then I fried up the sprouts to go on top of that as well. So yeah, I'm going to sit down, demolish this, get the rest of my steps in. Okay, last meal's done. I've just come back from my other walk, which was another 5,000 steps. Like again, I said, I've got a certain route that I take, and it actually adds up to 5,000 steps. So yeah, a little tip for you, how to get your steps in as well, because a lot of people are finding it very difficult in lockdown. Okay, so what you can do is, tip number 1 is when you are brushing your teeth. Okay, instead of standing at that sink for like 2 minutes like you do, get up, just brush your teeth and walk around the house. Okay, and just make sure you brush, as long as you do, brush your teeth for 2 minutes, walk around the house. Okay, you'll probably get a couple of hundred in doing that. Tip number 2 is when you're sitting down with the TV on. Okay, the adverts come on. Okay, some people will they just sit there and they scroll through their phone and they'll go through like their Facebooks or Instagrams and stuff like that, or they'll fast forward it. So instead of doing that, get up. Okay, because the adverts last about 2 minutes as well. So get up, walk around the house again, walk up and down the stairs a couple of times if you have to, until the adverts come back on. Then sit back down. Again, that's another couple of 100 steps just there. Okay, not only that, you're going to increase your heart rate up as well. So what's going to then happen is you're then going to just keep burning. Okay, so when you're sitting back down, you're just burning more calories at the same time, which means it's going to be in the long run better for you in the long run, because then you can eat more and stuff like that. Tip number 3. Good at this. Okay, so when you go shopping, park your car the furthest away from the store. Okay, and then just walk in. Okay, and then obviously you're walking around the supermarket as well. That's going to gather up more steps, and then obviously you're going to be walking back to the car. Okay, if you can. Tip number 5, walk to work. If you can walk to work. If you can't walk to work, it's absolutely fine. Tip number 6. Now this one sounds absolutely mental and absolutely crazy, but I actually did this in lockdown and it actually does work. So what I did is I set a 10-minute timer on my Alexa. Okay, I then put my headphones in and I was just listening to some music, and all I was doing was just walking around my house for 10 minutes until the alarm went off, and I managed to gather up about 2,500 steps in that 10 minutes. And all I was doing, I was just walking in and out of the rooms. I was walking up and down the stairs. I was walking into my back garden. I was walking back through again. Nice and simple. Okay. What are we on? Tip number 7? I've lost count now. Right, tip number 7 anyway. So tip number 7, put some headphones in and just go for a stroll. You will knock out 10,000 steps before you even known it, okay? Because you're singing the tunes in your head while you're walking along, and then boom, done. You've done it. The other one you can do is you can split the walks up into about 10 minutes. 10 minutes each time. I've got clients that do this, and what they do is they do exactly what I've told them. All these tips I've given you, they do that. And then they split their walks up into about 10 minutes, and all they do is just walk around the block 3 times. Okay, so they might go one after breakfast, one after lunch, one after dinner. And then they do it that way. That way they're getting their steps in. Okay, so there's a couple of tips for you. Okay, so this is day number 15. What could I say? It is very, very tough. I've had to just watch my kids, right, eat fish fingers, which wasn't too bad. I don't mind the fish fingers because I don't really like them that much. But they've just eaten a massive bowl of chips, and then they've both got a donut each as well. So I was like, okay, I've got to ignore this. And then the pizza menu comes through, and every time I'm dieting down for a competition, I always get something come through the door like that. It just drives me insane, absolutely insane. Okay, so yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow for day number 16. Okay, so we are halfway through this thing now. Okay, as you know, my weight has stayed where it is. I'm absolutely fine with that. Doesn't bother me. Might weigh a little bit. Okay, because it's going to come off in other places. Okay, so I'm hoping now that I've put my steps up to about 15,000, with any luck, we should start to dip again. Okay, even if it just dips a little bit, I'm fine with it. Okay, so I will catch you guys tomorrow for day number 16. And yeah, so see you guys tomorrow.